Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Birch-Koala Cruise Shenanigans in Pokemon Yellow. This is DoctorJhonReborn.
And I'm Shank02.
And today, well, we shall begin today's part with doing something a little bit unusual, shall we say, or I don't know whether you can call it unusual, because I think just about every single Let's Player who does this game might actually end up showing up this particular glitch in some form or another, because there's several ways to do this. Anywho, as you may recall, in the previous episode I captured Afra, who I appropriately, considering all the trouble it gave me, I named Profanity. Now we are going to use his little ability called Teleport to bringing a rather rare Pokemon that, quite frankly, shouldn't be in the game. And here's the trick. There's a trainer here, which I purposely ignored. Now, the second you enter his line sight, you have to press enter, choose your Afra, and use Teleport. This is the key to start activating this glitch. The second step is to go to the road on the Birch-Koala, and if you recall all the way back, there was one particular trainer I specifically skipped over there. And there's a rather interesting reason why you need to do that, because apparently his Slowpoke, the trainer is using a Slowpoke, and apparently that thing's special value is the next step of triggering this glitch successfully. And the other key point is that you have to make sure that he walks to you. If you try to talk to him directly yourself, you're going to end up freezing the game. But anywho, this Slowpoke's special value somehow continues on furthering the glitch and successfully activating. I really don't know the exact technical, but that's what I heard is the reason why this guy is really important to keep around if you wanna activate this glitch. So there, you defeat him, and next, you once again must use Teleport to teleport back to the Pokemon Center.
Alright.
And the next step is just simply try to walk all the way back to the road to Bill's house, or to Nugget Bridge at least, and that's when the glitch activates.
Okay.
And what shall this glitch bring forth, you may ask? Well, those who may have seen my own Pokemon Yellow run may already know this, but those who don't, just wait for a few minutes, because as soon as you enter the Nugget Bridge, the menu appears for no apparent reason without you pressing anything, and if you choose the cancel it, surprise Mew! Yeah, Pokemon 151, a Pokemon that, by all accounts, shouldn't be in the game. Because back in the day, folks, this was exclusively an event Pokemon. You had to go to a goddamn event and actually have Game Freak staff to download this thing onto your cartridge. You couldn't get it otherwise, Lee. But then when internet came around, suddenly somebody actually decided to try a few things, and suddenly noticed that, hey, there's a completely abusable glitch in Pokemon Yellow version, at least, that can give you a free Mew. I can only imagine like the face of a guy who actually went to the event back in the day, and years later find out that there was this simple way to get the freaking thing.
That probably would have been me, because, like, see, I don't know, I can't remember what year Pokemon Yellow came out, but, like, you know, they did have the events in Australia here also, but sadly, I didn't really live in one of those big cities, so I didn't really have the ability to go to one of those things.
Okay, but yeah, seriously, this was a really big thing when people actually found out about this, because this Seems kinda like an odd glitch to overlook in your game if you're exclusively trying to make it so that you have to get this Pokemon through events, but alas, this is one way to get Mew in Pokemon Yellow.
Nice.
So yeah, we can capture level 7 legendary really goddamn early. And well, I honest to God cannot tell what the hell went on in my head when I decided this, but alas, it is done, and I can only regret it in retrospect. I decided that, you know what, fuck it, we have Parkinian, might as well you get somebody as a Zelda, and I thought, you know what, let Mew be Zelda. And here's something. Okay, in this next part I'm just... Okay, so... The thing about Mew is that one may think that it's a little bit overpowered, and I'm bringing this up because, surprisingly enough to provide some people, I am actually going to be using Mew in my party.
Nice.
Because here's the thing. Yes, Mew can learn every single TM and HM in the game. And yes, it is a legendary. However, looking closely, truth to be told, Mew's its stats aren't exactly that great. Plus, as far as its natural abilities go, it has a one really big hindrance about it. Can you guess what it is?
No.
The catch is, Mew can only learn moves naturally by every 10th level.
Oh.
So it will learn its next move at level 10, the next one at level 20, next one at 30. Can you already see the problem here? It's not going to naturally become really useful because the next move it's going to learn is Transform. Basically, the ability that Dittos have. That is going to be Mew's next ability, and yes, I'm still keeping this goddamn meme train going on, goddammit. But yeah. Basically what I'm trying to get across is that even though Mew isn't legendary, at least in Generation 1, it isn't really that OP of a Pokemon, so I honestly don't consider it too much of a cheating to actually use it on your team, if you want to. Of course, the later generations... Actually, I haven't actually looked up the stat changes to Mew in later generations. I don't know, do they debuff or buff it up a little bit, but... Just when you compare Mew to some later legendaries or some other available in Generation 1, it's not that spectacular. Even back in the day, it was pretty much just a bragging rights if you got it from the event. Because I cannot recall it being used like in... Well, okay, in competitive... Okay, admittedly, in competitive scene, legendaries are usually banned, but even in the like tiers that legendaries are used, I don't ever recall anyone using Mew. So, yeah. So, but the bottom line is I'm going to be using it because I don't consider it to be overpowered, even if it is technically a legendary Pokemon. Also, because I also think it's going to be really fucking meme-tastic to have Harkinian and Zelda on our team.
What next? You're gonna catch a Scyther and name it Link?
Is that something you wanted want to see, or you
No,
want
no,
me
no,
to
no, no.
avoid because you Paki just gave me a new idea. I didn't even thought about that. But that is just way too delicious to pass by. But anywho, the trainers on this route, nothing spectacular. You can skip most of these if you just... And here, see? It's at level 10 it learned Transform, which is basically Tito's natural ability, and in case you don't know what that does, it basically just allows you to transform arm to the opposing Pokemon. So say you are facing against a Pinsir, if you use Transform, your Pokemon will also become a Pinsir, but sadly its own stats won't change at all. So I don't want to say Transform is a useless ability, because every single move has their uses if you just think about them well enough, but I'm going to say that Transform is really situational and you really need to know how to use it if you want to work it out.
I can't remember, but I remember reading like a webcomic, and it was like a Pokemon battle scene, and it said Autobot transform or something, and then said roll out. Now what had happened was, it was Optimus Prime who was a trainer, and it turned out he had a Ditto.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Okay, that was actually clever. I've read that. It was pretty funny actually. But yeah, so it's not a useless ability by any chances, but you really need to know how to use it. Anywho, these two trainers at the end of the path, I'm showing these up because these are battles that you sadly cannot avoid. And also for those wondering why the hell am I throwing a grass-type Pokemon against a bird, well, it's one of those weird quirks in Generation 1. Believe it or not, Gust in Generation 1 is a normal type move. It isn't flying. So you can actually send the grass-type Pokemon against Pidgey at your leisure. Because I don't recall today actually learn any like flying type moves on their own in Generation 1 until very late levels. So what did you say?
I think they learn Wing Attack. I think that's at level 15 or
that
something
might be one, but it's been a while since I used Pidgey, but they do learn Wing Attack in Generation 1. I think it's like at relatively late levels, so unless it's like Pidgeotto or something, then you don't need to worry about.
Yeah, I think it's around level 17 to 19 or something like that, I think.
Something like that, I recall. But bottom line, if you're facing against Pidgeys, you can risk it in Generation 1 and throw a grass-type Pokemon against them because, like I said, surprisingly enough, Gust isn't a flying-type move in Generation 1. What are those odd choices that plague Generation 1 games? So that's one annoyance down. Had nothing but freaking pigeons as a Pokemon. Oh, originality.
Oh, you gotta give them credit. It's hard to try and find any other Pokemon in those kind of areas.
Maybe so.
I think... I'm not sure, but can you actually get a Meowth in this area?
Let me think. Yellow... I'm trying to think because they changed it around in yellow a little bit, but I don't think you can catch Meowth in this area, but I actually have... Okay, hold on. I need to think a little bit because there's a chance I'm mixing with some of the captures chances with like Pokemon Leaf and Green and such. It is either in yellow or then just in the Gen 3 remakes. Makes by red and leaf green, but I think in the previous area where I got the Jigglypuff, I think there you might have real low chance of capturing me out. Once again, I'm not sure, is it in Pokemon Yellow or is it like in Fire Red and Leaf Green? It might be the later one. Because I do know that at least on the routes to Vermilion City, which is going to be a little ways away now, at least on those routes, you can capture me out.
I don't like, for some reason, I just don't like that sprite design of Raticate there.
Is there something like...
I don't know, I think it was back when I was a kid when I was playing this game, I don't know, I just didn't like the look of it for some reason.
It's never really butter.
I'm fine with the Raticate now, but it was just like the Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow's sprite design of it. I just didn't like.
Well, okay, Red and Blue, for those I can understand because those are a little bit weird if you look like have you seen like those games version of Golbat? Like, what the shit? The fucking tongue, man. Mostly Pokemon Yellow toned down some of the sprite work, but I can still understand if some of the sprite work does a bit for everyone. Like, actually in Pokemon Yellow, I think like Jigglypuff, if you look at it at a certain angle, looks fucking terrifying because it has a fucking murderous red eyes.
The face of no mercy.
Yup. But alas, as we have reached Vermilion City, which we shall explore within the next part, we are coming to the conclusion of Part 8 of Pokemon Yellow playthrough. And with that, this is DoctorJhonReborn.
And I'm Shank02.
And we shall see you again in next time. Until then, bye bye everyone. See us later.
See us.